This message did not randomly appear for you. Something in your life right now is shifting, and you can feel it. Even if you don't fully understand it yet, you might be in a phase where things feel unclear, decision feels heavy, or you are waiting for something to change. And when that happens, you start looking for signs, confirmation, reassurance. So in this reading, I'm going to open 5 psychic messages for you, and each one is going to connect to something happening in your life right now. Something you have been thinking or quietly worrying about it. Yeah, just stay till the end because one of these messages is going to feel very specific. Hi, this is Aishwarya. Welcome to Eternal Oracle. Yeah. And if you want something more personal, focused only on your situation, I do personal readings starting at $11. Details are in the description. So yeah, now let's get into your reading. The first message. Okay. Okay. The first thing coming through is you have been trying to push something forward, but it hasn't been moving. This could be a situation, a person, or even your own plans. You expected progress by now. You expected clarity, but instead things feel slow or stuck. At first, you kept trying. You gave more effort, more patience, more understanding, thinking maybe like things will shift if you hold on. But recently, you started noticing something. You observed it. No matter how much you try, the situation only moves when you push it. So that realization is important because it shows you are carrying more weight than you should. And this message is here to make you pause and ask yourself, are you building something together? Or are you the only one holding it up? So ask yourself, you will find the answer. Let's get into the second message. So this is someone in your energy whose behavior has been inconsistent. One moment they seem interested, present, involved, then suddenly they pull back, become distant, or hard to read. So this back and forth created confusion for you because you don't know whether to trust the good moment or prepare for the distance. So you may have tried to understand them, telling yourself maybe they are busy, maybe they are going through something. But inconsistency over time starts affecting you. You begin to feel unsure, and that uncertainty drains your energy. So this message is asking you to look at how this makes you feel. Not what they say, but what their pattern shows. What their actions, intensity, or the intention, and even the energy shows. So consistency builds trust. Inconsistency creates doubt, and you have been sitting in that doubt. So let me pull a card to confirm this. It is little trickster. Yes, this is someone who makes or who moves in and out, not steady, not fully grounded. And the card here shows attraction and interest, but not always consistency. So what you're feeling, the on and off energy, is real. It is a little trickster energy. Okay, let's get into your third message. You have been questioning your own decisions. There is something you want to do, a change you have been thinking about, but you keep hesitating. So part of you feels ready, but another part keeps asking, what if this doesn't work? So you stay in the same place, not fully satisfied, but not fully moving either. So this creates internal pressure because you are holding back something you actually want. So this message is showing you that you are waiting for certainty, but certainty doesn't always come before action. Action comes first. So sometimes clarity comes after you take the step. And right now you are being encouraged to trust your own direction. So let me see what this energy is showing. Let me pull a card. Yes, the Emperor. This is a new start, but hesitation before taking it. This shows you are standing at the edge of something new. But fear is making you stay where you are. So I think it confirmed you understand now and just take action. Okay, let's get into the fourth message. Your emotional energy has been heavier than usual. You may not show it openly, but you have been thinking a lot, replying conversation, wondering about outcomes. There is something unresolved in your mind and it keeps coming back, even when you try to distract yourself. This happens when you don't have full closure. Your mind tries to fill the gaps, creating questions, and that leads to overthinking. You are creating more questions and your mind is trying to fill the gaps. So you go back and forth trying to understand something that hasn't been clearly explained. So this message is asking you to step back, and not everything needs to be solved right now. Sometimes clarity comes when you stop chasing answers, and this is the biggest truth. When you desire, when you are desperate, things doesn't fall into place. So yeah, you have to allow yourself. You have to allow the universe, let it settle. The right time, the right timing will come definitely. And you allow things to reveal themselves naturally. So yeah, let's get into the fifth message. So you are entering a phase where you are becoming more aware of your own needs. This is the most beautiful phase. And this gonna change your life because you know the inner truth. Earlier you may have been like adjusting easily, compromised, waited longer than you should. But now something inside you is changing. That something is making you more aware of your own needs, your own interest, your own likes, dislikes. Moreover, it's like a self-love. So you are starting to notice what drains you, what confuses you, and what actually supports you. And this awareness is important because once you see things clearly, you don't go back to the same patterns. You may still care, you may still feel connected, but you don't ignore your own comfort anymore. And this message is here to show you that this shift is healthy. Remember, this shift is healthy. You are not becoming distant, you are becoming more balanced. You are learning to choose what gives you peace, not just what gives you temporary emotions. Let me pull a card for you to confirm this. This is like a clarity after confusion. The Chariot. The perfect card. Seeing things more directly. So the reason this message found you is because you are moving into a phase of clearer thinking. You are no longer ignoring what you feel. You are entering to trust your own judgment. And this is the most beautiful part. So yeah, take a deep breath. Let this reading settle in your heart, settle in your energy.